Oh, some fucking Mike Evans. All right.
Season between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
Like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we talk about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nigga fell down.
That's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward.
Bro, out there, fully Wayne.
Influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
They might go for it.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close.
Good for y'all.
Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Myers' kick is good. And it's now
other than that long-ass run, not too bad.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses. On
second down, it's Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love
You know I do.
watching teams
You know
that
I
have
wants to throw
confidence
that
to go
ball.
ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Come on,
And he's
Robbie.
unable to haul it in, so it
Robbie,
falls
baby,
incomplete
baby,
on
baby,
the
Robbie.
middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
All right.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Bro,
And he is
you almost gave that hoe away.
inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Almost gave that
11
hoe
more
away.
yards that go around, a first down as well. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
God damn it.
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
No, this is not what I wanted to call, so do that.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Ooh, shit, son.
And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He
That
doubled
boy getting
that.
chopped
Wound
up.
Getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
This might be.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Oh, nigga.
Is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back to the target.
Thinking you had that, boy.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And
God damn.
Complete. A lot of force bearing
Boy,
down
this
on
is
him there. He could not
touch and
hang
go.
on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. And he will take it on in for a giant
Take that momentum in.
From 3 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Come on.
Man, this is
Bro,
good to make it 7-3. That drive along one, spanning 15 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair.
Oh my God, bro.
Animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Akers. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have
he's just sitting there, wide the fuck open.
The 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits.
Damn, yeah, you ain't gonna catch that over Mike.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And it's
Nice.
intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's
That was a great read, bro.
And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback.
Get my Coach Finiate on. Yeah, that was the only one he had open. If there was a drag route. Yeah, it was a great read. Can't fuck it up.
Portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Why did he do a double? Hold on. Wait a second. That nigga did it. Then he did another one. That nigga had the whole field to himself.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My boy had the whole field to himself. Golly.
From the gun, Mayfield found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that gonna
Come
be
on, these niggas dropping hella passes. I get it and all, but damn.
Interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
23 yards, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 22-yard
Don't stop that motor.
And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board.
Like,
for
come
sure,
on.
and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very
Yeah, they
much.
ran
And
off on
welcome
me.
back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Giants first down.
On first down, it's Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive.
Nope, no block.
Just
I ain't getting no block.
I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack
That
mode.
boy ain't getting
Really
no block.
put the hammer down
Oh,
and
yeah.
finish this one off.
Let's go, Cook.
To
Cooking,
throw again on
boys.
second down. Mayfield, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. First down, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the
Yeah, 3
mismatch
yards,
that you
that's it.
want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he will take it on in.
Giving me
for a
good
Giant
looks.
touchdown.
That's on them, baby.
Robbie Anderson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
We dominate today.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And
All
he'll
right.
get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Slapped for that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option. And this one goes nowhere.
Joe, you got to come off that fucking ball. You just got your fucking bell ring.
The loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 12.
I got you. 29 is Mike Lee.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
I tried to go outside, couldn't get there.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Well, that's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Woo.
Oh, he almost had it.
Oh boy, that boy could have went to his house.
Interception, just missing his second there. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out.
Boys don't want to eat.
Hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans.
Damn it, I fucked that up.
Touchdown, Houston.
Should have took my hand off the stick.
Evans, 40.
Because he wasn't really open. Yeah, just whatever.
And the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. Now a hit and a loose football.
Bro.
And careless with a football there on the kick.
My guy. Sorry. These niggas tripping.
Return. And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 11-yard line.
it's Burrow.
Nice.
He'll be hit and taken down
That
at the
nigga talking shit
21.
like, fuck up,
Danny
nigga.
Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really
Yeah, they gotta go for it.
discrediting their work.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Man,
Oh, they
these
trust
guys may
their
not win this ball game,
defense.
but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Oh,
Incomplete. Critical play
y'all
in
niggas
this football
tripping.
game, 'cause if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock,
Y'all niggas tripping.
really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield.
Too fucking fast.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now the Texans will use
good
one of their
contain.
2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up
Put
the
a
first
contain on
down.
my ass, boy.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Short little throw to Ebron. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. A minute 38 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted.
Let's go, Drew.
That should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tight end open. Too late. Yeah, too late. He had a tight end open literally right there. He wanted more. Yeah, that's how I go.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Ooh.
And that will be
Shit.
incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I mean, shit, I'd go to him too. I mean, look at him. He put his hands on it. He got his hands all on it, and then hit him with that ballerina. Woo, 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 woo.